Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be attempting to repair the GPU in this HP Pavilion PC. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm working on pronouncing it right, but HP Pavilion DV6000, and this one has a bad graphics chip in it. So I'm going to be using a heat gun to try and repair it. Hopefully everything goes well. I think I'll run into at least one problem. So the first thing to do is to get the motherboard out. So I have a screwdriver and it's already missing a few screws. And I know this isn't really a laptop that's worth anything. I'm just doing it for my own practice in soldering and heat gun stuff like that. I just like fixing worthless computers like these because I just like them. So if I do get this to work, then I'd be very surprised. I doubt this thing will work ever again, but let's just see. So, my mom actually had one of these. It's still working just fine, no GPU issues at all, but that's mainly because she didn't use it for very graphically intensive things, and she didn't use it very much at all. She just used it to read online books. So that one was treated pretty well. So all of the screws here, I think, are out. Oh, there's one up here. And there's a few right there on the top. So all of the screws are out. I think I can get this out now. So now I can disconnect all of the connectors. There we go. That that top piece there is out. Now, hopefully I can remove the keyboard. There's one screw that I missed right there. Looks like all of the screws there are out. Oh, there's one up right here. And now I should be able to get the keyboard out. Yep. There we go. So these computers are pretty infamous for the HP DV6 line. Are pretty infamous for the GPU issues. I have one that I think has a failing GPU. It's really laggy and stuff. I'm not sure if that's just something else or if it's actually the GPU in it, but yeah, that's not good. Every time you reseat the hard drive in that one, it becomes really slow and laggy and unstable. But that computer is still sort of working, so I'm not gonna do any heat gun stuff on that yet. So I'm gonna remove the LCD here, or the display, So that requires me to disconnect the networking cables down here and route them back up towards here. So now I'm going to unscrew the display hinge covers here, these little plastic things. So the display can be removed now. And I know this thing has a bad GPU because the screen does not light up at all, and it gives me the GPU beep code when it's not detecting a GPU. So that's basically how I know. Anyways, that little piece of plastic up here is out. Put the screw aside. And then I can unscrew some more screws. That should be about it for up here. This computer is pretty disgusting, by the way. There's a lot of dirt from the previous owner's fingers and stuff. It's pretty nasty. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. I think it's just clips. Could be a screw under this network card. And these screws are destroyed. Oh, no, there's no screw under there. Okay, so I guess I'll just have to pry up on this because there's no other screw that I can unscrew. So let me just see if there's anything else I need to unscrew. Oh, there's one hex screw right there. That's holding two of them for a non-existent slot right here, like some network card slot. And I could just bend that piece of plastic. And that's interesting. Now I should be, there we go. So that's the upper trackpad assembly there. And this is the motherboard. And I just realized I forgot to bring the power adapter for this thing down to my room. But looks like this is just a cable. Start unscrewing the motherboard. So first of all, I'm gonna unscrew this PCMCIA card reader. There's 4 screws holding it in. So that's out. Now let's start unscrewing the motherboard. And there's a piece of tape covering that. You can just unscrew that. So let me check for more screws. Now it looks like that's about it. Now it's time to get this motherboard out. Oh, there's a cable here. I'm gonna disconnect. And there's another cable that I have to disconnect. There we go. And there's another cable. So, there we go. Motherboard is out. And I can actually see the graphics chip in there. So, what I'm going to do first is unscrew everything. So everything's out. I'm actually not sure which one's which. Here, I'll just wipe the thermal paste off of these two little things here. So, oh, there's the NVIDIA thing. NVIDIA thing, whatever it is. And these here, I'm not sure what that is. Integrated graphics? There's nothing on it that says what could be. Could be Intel graphics, I'm not sure. But here are the NVIDIA graphics that we are going to repair. Now let's start disconnecting everything from the motherboard so that we can prepare it for the heat gun. And online it said to heat it to about in between 240 and 250 degrees. Actually, I'm not sure how many, if that's in Celsius or not. Let me search up 240. $464. Okay, let me search up. So, okay, that's Celsius. So that means I'll go 255. So 255. So right here to 491 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna turn this on. It's 476. There we go. So I think I'm going to remove the CPU for during this. So it's just Intel CPU. Actually, no, this is an AMD one. No, it's an Intel one. So now I'm going to wait for the heat gun to heat up. I think this is anti-static, but I'm not sure if it's heat resistant, so I'm going to remove all of it. As it's close to the GPU. So I think what I'm going to do, so I'll put this back later. I'm also going to have to remove this because it's also pretty close to the GPU. Actually, I'm not sure if that's heat resistant. It doesn't matter. But okay, I don't think that's going to damage my monitor. So over here, by the battery connector, that looks like it's about it for here. Actually, I'm going to remove this stuff down here. Yeah, that's just lifting up that. Okay, yeah, that can't be removed because it's gonna lift that up. Yeah, that's the screw for the heatsink. So I can't really remove that because that's basically glued in. But that should be good enough. Let's start heating the GPU. I'm gonna start heating the area, and then I'm going to start to heat the GPU. Actually, I'm not gonna start heating just yet. It looks like there's this stuff that I might have to remove. This little, I don't want to scratch the PCB. But that's some sort of rubber plastic thing. Actually, I don't think I need to remove that. I think I should be just fine. And it could also be the integrated graphics here, so. But it's usually the NVIDIA ones that are causing problem. So that's what I'm going to heat up here. And this is going to take a while, so I'll be back when I'm done. So, I've just finished reflowing the board, and I'm not sure if that was technically reflowing. I think I did it for about 5 minutes, so yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I'm gonna let the board cool down. So it's pretty hot, I think. Yeah, it's pretty hot. But I'm gonna let it cool down, and I'll be back once it's cooled down. So the board has finished cooling down. I think it's about time I should put the motherboard back into the frame thingy, into the casing, I should say. But first, I'm gonna have to screw everything back together. I just realized how clean these heatsink fins, the fan looks. Of course, there's dust in the fan, but much cleaner than I would have expected it to be. So, I'm gonna reconnect that fan. Then I'm gonna screw the heatsink back in. So that's back in. Now it's time to put all of this plastic thing back in. And gonna have to, there we go. Looks good. Then, oh, I forgot to put all of that stuff back. Now I have to unscrew it again. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, I do. So, unscrewing the heatsink again. Now I can put this back on. There we go. So screwing in the screws should be tight. There we go. Now it's time to put these cables back in. So let's just seat these in here. And then this cable here. There we go. Now I can plug this cable back in. So, like this. So, now I can get this one back in. There we go. So that's back in. Now I can get this bottom casing right here, and then I can just slot the motherboard in. Well, connecting the connectors first. This one here is really hard to connect. I'm gonna have to connect it like this. And then I can connect this one right now. You know, I'll do that later. Let's just get the motherboard in first. There we go. Okay, now I can connect this. That's pretty easy. Now all I gotta do is just align it, and I just did that. Now I actually have to get them into, align the ports. So I have to align those. So I can just push that in there. So it's seated in properly, mostly. Okay, there we go. Now it's in. So now I'm gonna just screw the motherboard screws in. The motherboard's still a little bit warm. That should be fine. Did I plug the cables in the wrong way? Wait, let me see. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna get the card reader in there. And I'll just screw that in. And there we go. So I think what I have to do is put the upper casing on, but okay, I don't think I missed anything. I think the screw goes up here. Yep, it does. And this one. And then this one. So that's in. Now I'm going to get these wires here, right there. Now I have to connect the keyboard. I'm at the trackpad. Okay, definitely didn't go that way. Okay, there we go. It's time to get the display back in. So first what I'm gonna do is screw the display, one of the hinges in. Okay, then I can route these cables in through these little cable routers here, or whatever they're called. There we go. I'm just going to bend them out for now so that I can route the cables. Pull those cables through. There we go. I'm gonna have to bend that one there out. That's good enough. Now it's time to screw this hinge in. Then I'll install the keyboard. So it's just one simple connector. And I have a feeling that this computer has been disassembled before, because some parts of it are broken, like right here. but keyboard's in right now, so now I can just get that in there. Oh, I forgot to put something in, but I'll just fix that real quick. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Now I can get it in there. Just installed that screw. Now I can connect the display. Now I have to reroute these cables. There we go. And then I can reinstall the keyboard. Okay, wrong way. That seems good enough. Okay, that cable just got pulled out. That's not good. Then this cable up here. This is more difficult than I thought it would be. Well, I'm just plugging it in the wrong way, I think. I swear. Okay, I was plugging it in the wrong way. Now I gotta get this cable back through here. Oh, I didn't even route the cables in correctly. Okay, that makes sense. So I'll just pull this one through. I'll just disconnect that one as well. And then pull those through. Okay, now I can actually route them the correct way. There we go. And that's better. Sorry about the camera zooming in angles. I keep forgetting to readjust them. There we go. Ah. Okay. So now I'm going to screw into standoffs. There we go. Second one. Gotta readjust this plastic so that I can connect the networking card. There we go. Then I'll just connect, not connect, install that screw. Then I'll connect the wireless card right here. So now I'll just install these screws. That isn't in all the way. That's better. So I'm just gonna screw these screws in up here. There we go. Then I'll just screw in a few more down here. And now I'm gonna go grab my other HP DV6000. Which I have right in my closet. So, same model, same everything. Just take the battery and RAM. So, I'll just take both sticks. And I think this battery here has a charge in it, so shouldn't be able to work. I'll just put that cover on there, just because why not? Then I'll install a battery. Then let's see. This battery's charged, I know it. Where is it? Let me see. Put it into my working one here. Okay, yes, it does work. It could be loose connector. It's not good. Do I have to use a power adapter? This laptop powered on the last time I plugged it in. There we go. Okay. You know what, the cables just might be plugged in the wrong way. Not sure. Let's put a battery back in here. No power. Which is not good. Let me try to just reseat this cable. So I can't plug this cable in the correct way. It's just not going in. I don't know, it should be connected there. Is it really just that broken? Or did I damage it? Let me go get a power adapter. Got a power adapter. So, just my great knockoff, not knockoff, off-brand Amazon power supply. So, it'll work for what I need it for. Hopefully it doesn't short anything out. Yeah, it's just a power button. So I'm gonna need to troubleshoot that. Okay, so troubleshooting time. Disconnect the keyboard. Maybe I just plugged the cables in the wrong way. Who knows? So just disconnect connectors. Okay. Okay, that's definitely not in the right way. Computer's not on. Okay, I thought I forgot to hit the record button for a second. Okay, that's in, and this connector here I think is actually just responsible for the controls right there. Okay. This is harder to get in there than I thought. So, just plug that in there. Let's see if it'll turn on now. Okay. Just plug this in the other way. Okay, you know what's gonna make this easier? Just unscrewing this little board here. Oh, the computer's on. Yeah, it's on now. I guess let's see if it'll turn on. Doesn't look like it's doing that. Oh, it's running off of the battery. So, looks like it's not really working. So the computer's on, but it's still not posting, which is problematic because I'm not getting any beep codes anymore, which is good. Can just so now it's not working. Wait, so what made it turn on? So is it plugged in the right way? Okay. So I think it was plugged in the wrong way. Or at least I think so. Computer's on. The GPU is not fixed, unfortunately. Yeah. It is not fixed. Maybe I didn't heat it long enough, but yeah. That's not the right screw. Wait, what screw did I use then? Okay, it's this one. Yeah, so computer's not fixed, but I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, so in the last shot you saw that my reflow attempt was unsuccessful, but I reflowed one more time off camera, and now you can take a look at my janky setup here. It's gonna turn on. So, as you can see, it is coming from this laptop. If I disconnect it, it's gone. But if I reconnect it, the connection will be back. So it's reconnected now, and no signal. So if I do a Control Delete, we'll be able to let's turn it back on. The keyboard not connected. Wait, let me try Control Delete. But the computer is working. It's posting. Can't see the HP logo. But we're getting an output, which is a good sign, so hopefully this will work. I'll keep you guys updated in the comments.